Hello, and welcome back to the Journey with Janey podcast. I'm your host, Jane Anderson, and I have the pleasure of being here with you today on the Journey with Janey podcast. And today I am going to delve into the have you ever been told not to do something? Now, a little bit of what we talked about over the previous episodes have all been part of me sharing my journey, and I have to kind of touch on this because obviously this is my healing journey, and I hope that I can be part of your healing journey by sharing my stories and top tips. So I think where I'm heading with this one is it was always never marry a farmer for me, and that does make me smile. It does make me giggle when I think about it, because I always said I would never marry a farmer, but hey ho, I was guided to join Young Farmers by mum and dad because they were unhappy with me going just sitting in the local pub at a weekend and socialising with my friends. So it took maybe 4 or 5 different meetings and certain things to introduce me to Young Farmers. And I think it was the social aspect. Once I was involved with, I don't know, I think it was actually a disco that I went to with a friend from school. And as they say, the rest is history. I joined the local club. I also went on to be chairman of our little club. And I then progressed on to county chairman, because each county in the UK has a small group of clubs underneath them, like a cluster, and then they have a main county group, a bit like a corporate structure, right up into a national level. And yeah, so I went on and, got involved with at a national level. And I have to say, some of my greatest friends are now those that I met. I don't even want to think how many years ago. So I think for me, what I'm saying is find your tribe. So for me, finding my tribe when I was sort of 16, 17 was Young Farmers, and ultimately finding Jonathan and having a happy married life and raising 2 beautiful children. And as we say, life throws curveballs, and we all know, the curveballs that were thrown towards me. And Jonathan is no longer with us in the physical, although I do know he is powerful wherever he may be and is guiding me on this journey as well. So, yeah, have you ever been told not to do something? So this is where I'm kind of linking a bit back to mindset and how our environment affects or influences, I think probably is the way to put it. As a child growing up, like I've mentioned, had a beautiful childhood. And yeah, we are influenced on a daily basis by what's going on around us, be it parents or friends telling us things that you should be doing this, you should be doing that. And the reason I said have you ever been told not to do something? In my eyes, when I was told not to do something, it was the encouragement to actually go and do it. So I'm not really sure what I'm trying to say here, but I'm being open and honest because I'm trying to paint a picture of finding your tribe and being part of a community can help so much with the grief process. So I think the encouragement from my parents, even though they were saying, go do this, it wasn't the don't do it, although it was the don't go to the local pub, but we want you to do this. And it was almost as if, I didn't want it to work for me. But I'm so grateful that my parents actually guided me in that direction. So I think what I'm trying to say is find your tribe, find the community that resonates with you, to be able to talk about your grief, to be able to talk about the problems or the issues that you may be having in life, and share and be happy to be open and honest about your feelings. Each human being is there to help everybody else, and it is finding that one person who you can have that deep and meaningful conversation with, who understands where you are, where you want to be, and what help they can actually give you. As somebody who's studying the scientific process of the mind, this has been beyond a doubt the best decision that I've ever made for me. And, you know, understanding that all the thoughts that we have become reality. So thoughts and feelings then transposing into the reality that we have, or the action that we take. So for me, Dynamite Lifestyle has been almost my young farmers, and I'm sure if Kim's listening to this, she'll go, how can I relate that? How don't compare me to young farmers. But then I'm going back to that's what I'm thinking she's going to be saying. So yeah, the mind is powerful. Everything we think about is affecting our life. And one of the big things is the environmental impact on our life as well, on our mind. As a child, we're impacted by everything coming in from left, from right, you know, from parents, grandparents, what that friend over there is doing, what this friend over here is doing. And I think understanding that we can override some of these habits and beliefs that have been instilled into us certainly helps with the grief process. And I think almost the expectation of where we should be within grief and our journey, when actually we should just be doing ourselves and understanding how we work and how we can be the person we want to be, and that's our choice. So yeah, without going into a whole teaching program, it's that belief in yourself and the knowingness that you can be the person you want to be, and it actually doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, because if you are happy with you, then the people around you will start to realize that you are the person you want to be, and that you can actually start to take small steps, and they will realize that you're helping yourself by understanding the person that you are. So I think what I'm actually trying to say is that from my life pre-marriage and finding Jonathan, that I found a tribe that resonated with me. So that's what I'm trying to say is you need to find the person that you click with almost, that you want to listen to, or you want them to listen to you. There's lots of people out there doing different things. There's lots of people on this side telling you to do it this way, telling you to do it that way. And actually, you are the person that decides what you do and how you do it. So that is where we're at today. And I hope this has all kind of made some sense. And I'm sure you've picked up on it now that I do like to talk a lot of nonsense. But I hope that it's been useful. I will be going into more detail in future episodes, and I will be getting some special guests on to talk about different aspects of mindset and how it's helped them on their journeys, because my journey is my journey, and all I can call on is my understanding and my journey, and how I've put the steps into place to be the person I am. So I'm sure that you'll look forward to hearing some of my other guests talk about their journey with grief and how they've what they've found useful to help them take the small steps to be the person that they want to be. So yeah, I hope today's episode has helped. You're probably standing there going, what has she been talking about today? And when I listen back, I'll probably think the same. So I am Jane Anderson. I've been your host today on Journey with Janey. And always remember, there is something inside that knows no limits. It's time to believe in you. So thank you again. Thank you all for joining me on the Journey with Janey podcast. Always remember, there is something within you that knows no limits. It's time to believe in you. Click the subscribe button so you never miss an episode. I love reading your reviews and comments, so right away. So if you're ready to take those small steps to transform your true self, let's do life together.